This is one of the greatest days for neosports and certainly one of the most wonderful days for Indian tennis. We have with us one of the world's greatest tennis players ever, a six-time Grand Slam champion, bidding for his first French, and a great hardcourt player, Novak Djokovic. Kakoste and Cheshti Tam for another routine quarterfinal entry, Novak.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and great Serbian.
Thanks. Your Hindi is very good too.
Yes, I'm working on it.
I hope that book helps.
Yes.
Novak, let me do this a little differently. You know, recently I saw a press conference in which one of your competitors said the top four, the big four, are very boring. So why don't you give me a question that I can ask you? Think of something.
A question? I don't know. Do you want my comment on that comment that a certain player made for top four?
No, or a question you want to talk about?
Well, depends what you want to talk about. Only thing I can say about that comment is that I don't agree with that. You know, I think it's individual sport, so everybody in tennis is different, and you respect different opinions. But it's a very global sport, and we travel around the world, and we get to meet the different cultures, different people, be in the big cities. So there is a lot of things and activities that we can do and that we are doing so in order to promote this sport.
Great. Now, Novak, 2011, let's go back to 2011.
Yes.
That was the Novak Djokovic surge. You really took off from then. I mean, you were a great player even before that.
Yeah.
But you were so dominating. You won all those slams. I mean, it actually all started in 2011. Tell me, what did you do differently that got you there? Was it your diet? Where I keep reading about this gluten-free diet, training, your mind?
Well, I changed a few things in my life. Gluten-free diet is one of them, and it helped me a lot to feel better, to recover better, and just be faster on the court. But there is no particularly one thing that stands out and that you would call a secret, you know. I believe everything came together for me. Over the years, I've been finishing as #3 player of the world behind Nadal and Federer. There were moments when I was doubtful and, you know, thinking if I can make it, you know, to realize my childhood dreams, to win Wimbledon, to become #1 of the world. And it was really difficult because those two guys were very dominant. But I managed to get that necessary self-belief and confidence when I played them, when I played big tournaments. And it clicked. You know, I was very consistent, but I needed that Grand Slam titles and that mental edge. And that's what I got when I matured. And, you know, since then it's been a fantastic few years.
Fantastic. It's great watching you play. I know you got that best backhand down the line that you hit. Really enjoy watching that.
Thank you.
Now, Novak, you're also one of the greatest match point down players that I've ever seen in all the years that I've been playing tennis, and I've been playing for over 40 years. What goes through your mind? Because you handle your nerves, you handle the pressure so much better. What do you do so differently?
Well,
we can all learn something from that.
Yeah, well, you know, it's that composure, I guess, and being calm and confident in that important moments when you're match point down. For sure, you feel the tension. For sure, you feel that pressure that's out there, that's present, regardless of where you're at and who you're playing against. But you know, it's important to have believe in your shots and to know what you want to do. And of course, there is no really formula for success when you're match points down, but except that mental, you know, strength.
Great. Now, the other day I was in your press conference, and you said something about destiny, that you felt that everything happened for a reason,
Yes.
happens for a reason.
Sure.
And you got to make your own destiny. Now, it sounded a little contradictory to me. On one hand, you were saying everything happens for a reason, and then you said that you make your own destiny. I felt it was actually a pretty Indian way of putting things across, very karmic. So can you throw a little light on that?
Well, I stand behind my words. I still believe that, believe in destiny, yes. I mean, there is a certain way that things go in your life, and there is a higher force, a universe that has a control over us mortals, you know, and human beings. But still, you are able to control your life and your path, you know, in the future. I believe that also everything happens for a reason, but you know, everything starts from your mind. You know, the power of the mind is very strong, and I think sometimes people underestimate it.
Sure, and you got one hell of a mind, Novak.
Thank you.
Let me wrap this up. We are running out of time. I want to thank you so much, Novak. It's been a real pleasure having you here with us.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the very best in your first French Open victory.
Thank you. I wish you too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks.